Hey everybody, this is Benny, and today I'm going to show you how I personally go about grinding exotics. And I know there's probably a lot of different methods out there. I'm not the kind of person who min-maxes things. I'm not going to do all kinds of fancy math to see if this is the most efficient way to do it. All I know is it's a good way that works for me. It does require you to have to have some gear already, um, to have some workshop items already purchased. If you go to my loadout here, some of the things that are going to be necessary for this method right off the bat. Um, at very minimum, you're going to need one of these extractors right here, and these are not cheap. You go into the workshop, and we're going to go down to extraction. You need one of these here. That means you got to unlock this first. And that's 200 just to unlock that. And then it's 300 to unlock one of these, 500 to craft it. And then you're going to need 150 Ren. That's not a big deal to unlock the power source, and 50 per power source to purchase them. I'm going to need 2 of these. Oh, I'm going to have to make sell some exotics off here first. I'm going to need enough for 2 of them. Whatever. All right, now I'm going to need 2 of these guys in order to get through a single mission. And now I did lose my radar, but we're not going to use the radar for this particular mission. It's down on one of my open world somewhere, and I have not been able to figure out where I left it. Maybe someday I'll stumble across it if I spend enough time in that world. All right, so we're going to go loadout. So those are your two bare minimums. Is this one of these at least, and a power supply for it, or 2 power supplies. It'll take you longer if you have one of these, and you'll need both power supplies. If you have 2 extractors, like I do right here, and 2 power supplies, it's going to go a lot faster. These extract, I think, does it say on there? Yeah. Anyway, I think they're 3.0 some, 3.045, something like that, exotics per minute. And so if you got 2 of them going on, you're doubling that. And the mission that I'm going to go into, each of your nodes is going to give you 200 to 400 exotics per node, or per vein. That's what they're calling them, veins. So the other things that will make this faster are going to be having one of these right here, the MXC furnace. I like to bring down the campfire, but it's not necessary because you can just build a regular campfire pretty quickly. But having a furnace, that's really going to speed things up. And any of the other, basic camp stuff is going to save you the time of having to put up that basic camp stuff. And then having an oxygen tank, one of the good ones, and a water is going to, obviously all those things are going to decrease the amount of time you have to screw around before you get to the actual exotics part. So let's go to, actually there's one more thing I'm going to pick up just so I can speed this up even a little more. I'm going to go to deployables. Now I should do a video on this. Let me know if you want to see something on this, but I'm not a big fan of the hydrazine thing. This camp cooker it can make you some better food than you would normally, and maybe if you're going to do a lot of traveling, then the hydrazine is fairly cheap. You could do the hydrazine and do the camp heater if you're going to be in the cold. Otherwise, this acts as a regular heater, or a regular heat source, so you don't have to worry about that. And this would be if you're in the Arctic, I'm guessing. I haven't actually used that one yet. But these 2 things here, the campfire and the furnace, storage crate is great. You don't really need these right now, not for this. And a cot. And the cot is one thing. And of course, I'm missing more currency. What do I need? 75. A cot is just another one of those things where you can just, if you got one of these, you can just slap it down real fast. So I'm going to go ahead and get one of those going. I'm going to go back to here. Now, so what we're going to do is we're going to hit the missions, Olympus. And if you're new to this, then you'll need to go through, you know what, this has changed. The layout of this has changed, so I'm really not sure what opens up what here. But the one you need to open is this exploration one here. I think this one might be the first one, the very first mission that's open to you, and I'm thinking it opens this. But either way, I think this is like one of the second missions that opens. So as soon as this opens, you'll have access to the area I'm telling you to go to, but you're also going to need to do this ice storm expedition, and you're going to need to do deep vein extraction to get to the point where you can harvest exotics veins. I don't think there's a way around that. Maybe there is, but that's the order I did it in. So, you know, after a few missions, you get to this point, and then you can really start grinding those exotics. But we're going to go here for now.
According to the UDA, you qualify for open access.
So you don't need to worry about.
How about that?
The difficulty here. From everything I've tested, difficulty does not have any effect on the amount of exotics in a vein. If I'm wrong, please somebody make a comment, drop it down below, and I will adjust my thinking on this. But right now, you're just grinding exotics. If you want the challenge and this is going to be too boring for you to do it this way, then by all means, pick a different mode. Make it as hard on yourself as you want to. I'll just do a couple of these runs when I'm low on money. That way I can fix my stuff, buy a couple, buy some arrows, buy fuel and that kind of stuff. So for now, I don't want to really deal with being attacked constantly, and I don't want to deal with having to do repairs. And so you'll see all these things, spawn rates are down. And then it does not say about storms in here. Anyway, you get a lot less of the harsh storms when you're on easy mode, and a major benefit to that is that it doesn't you can build a wood structure right off the bat, and it's not going to get damaged. All right, so we're going to claim this prospect. I'm going to drop in here, and this is my preferred way to do it once you've got the stuff to do it. So just take note, if you don't have everything you need to do to do it the exact same way I'm going to do it, then use what you got, and as you get more money, start really focusing on these items if you're going to be repeatedly using this to farm exotics. So I'm going to drop in this suit, and the reason I'm doing this suit is it's got that's the wrong suit. This suit, and the reason I'm doing this suit here is it's got an oxygen slot, a food slot, and a water slot. And by having all three of those, I can ensure that I can stand around for a long period of time and not starve to death, or obviously most of them have an oxygen slot. I think all of them, but I'm not going to check and verify. So now to take the stuff you're going to take down right off the bat is not going to be these power supplies. You can't send anything back up to the station until you've built an orbital exchange interface. So you can't send exotics back up. So there's no point in taking stuff down yet, like this, that you can't even really use until you have that the ability to bring them down by means of the orbital exchange interface anyway. So we're just going to grab, so we got the suit. Grab the oxygen tank. That's plenty enough oxygen. Water. That should be plenty enough water to get us through what I'm about to show you. We're going to grab that furnace. Campfire. Cot. Backpack. Going to need a pickaxe. Good to have an axe right off the bat. You know what? That's good enough for a mission. I'm going to need to repair it after that. A knife. Bow. It is good to bring down a crate, but you don't need to, because you're going to have to build a workbench. Plus, you can use the storage space in these items here for anything that you're probably going to need. But by all means, if you want to take down a crate, take down a crate. Let's see. And armor's good if you see all the benefits of that one there. It's not. I'm really going for that weight capacity, that stuff that they got down the bottom there. But it's nearly not a necessity. Okay. Oh, I meant to grab my boots. All right. This is going to be our starting drop. And actually, I'm going to... yeah, you need all 5 to get the bonuses. Sometimes I'll take down a sickle. Because that can kind of speed things up. You know what, I'm still going to do that. I'm good enough with my resistances. I'm just going to bring down the sickle. All right, let's get started, and I'll show you how this goes. It does not hurt to take insurance on this, because again, your rewards does not affect the amount of exotics you're going to get out of this. So feel free to take insurance. If the game screws up somehow, you lose everything. I almost never take insurance, because it takes 5 days to get your stuff back. But 5 days is nothing if you lost all your stuff, and I mean it's better than it's better than losing it completely due to a game crash or something along that lines. All right, so ignore that. All right, confirm our loadout. I've always wondered, if Steam Friends versus private affects the amount of resources being used? Like, am I running a server when I go to Steam Friends only? Either way, I'll leave it open, because if I happen to have a friend that's on Steam at the moment, he can come down and share. Because when you send exotics up, everybody gets, so if I say I send 100 exotics up to the station, everybody that's in game gets 100 exotics each credited to their account. It doesn't matter who sent it up. It just matters that it went up. So sometimes if I'm sitting there and I got a big cache of exotics I'm going to send up, I can let one of my friends know. He can log in, join my game just for a few minutes. Be like, dude, I'm launching right now. Come down. I'll wait for you. He gets in there. I launch. He gets the credit. He'll launch back up. Or sometimes he's just bored and he wants to come help me. That's even better. We get through faster. Okay, coming down onto the planet. And the first thing we're going to do after we grab our stuff, you always remember to grab your stuff. Crack that door open.
Welcome back. You helped open this region.
Just hit take all. A lot of your stuff's going to equip right off the bat. If I go in here, you see all my stuff's equipped, except for this oxygen tank and this water bottle. I'm going to put those on right away. And then I'm going to check my map. And the area that I'm aiming for is right here. So you can see how these kind of make I don't know, like half circles here. You just want to, it's right over there in that general area. So that's the area I'm going to head for. Now, if you do have radar and you want to bring it down, you could probably like, it's me, can't walk and talk. All right, looks like we got exotics. All right, so we got an exotics main here. You could probably pop down your radar and check, and you would know without having to go far from the ship and just jump right back in the ship. But first of all, that thing does attract some attention, so you'll have some animals attack while you're using the radar. And second of all, obviously it took me all of 10 seconds to run over here and check this. Sometimes your ship is further away, but even then, it doesn't take you any time at all to just run over here and check if this spot has some exotics. If it doesn't, I launch right back up, and then I relaunch the mission. I come back down, because it's not going to be here every time. Far from it. It's not. You're going to have to often have to do this a couple times before you get to it, and then the next time you'll be like, oh, I got it 3 times in a row. But this is the spot we're looking for. Again, I'll show it to you on the map. It's just this spot right here. So when you get here, first thing we're going to do is put down a little base. All right, I'm going to come up here and chop trees. I know I'm making this look really fast for some of you that just joined the game. Did I just get an instant? I did. Oh no, where is it? Oh, that's a different tree. So I've got some skills that allow me to, first of all, to chop these trees really fast. I found them to be very useful for this kind of thing. And I've also got one that every once in a while, either for wood or for stone, will where's that sickle? Either for wood or for stone will just give me the whole node at once. So like I can hit the tree with my axe and, you know, all of a sudden I've absorbed the whole tree. So that's kind of neat when it happens. It doesn't happen often. Okay, it didn't happen this time. This tree just... I don't know where that tree was. It's not the first time in a video game I've lost a tree, though. I got a short out there somewhere. From when I was playing Valheim, of losing an entire tree. Alright. Alright, I'm not gonna... A lot of times I don't track these all the way down to the end. I'm just gonna try and make it quick here. Okay. So we need that, and we need lots of fiber as we're going here. The sickle really makes a big difference here. I'm going to show you. So here's a node. I'm just going to pick it, and I got 5 fiber, 2 sticks. And then use the sickle on this one, and I got 26 fiber and some seeds. The sticks, seeds, stuff like that is kind of up in there. Actually, I don't even know if you get... Usually just get seeds and fiber from bushes. I must have already had those sticks up there. Yeah, okay. Anyway, you can see how much of a difference it makes to have a sickle. It speeds that whole thing up. And then we're also going to need some stone. You don't have to do this in the exact order I'm doing it. I just know I need these materials right off the bat, so I'm just go ahead and grabbing them. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and craft up the items we need to make a small base. That's going to be, you could do thatch. I don't like thatch. I don't know if that would just hold up against these small storms you get in easy mode or not, but I'm not even going to try it. So you need 4 of these, 2 for the floor and 2 for the ceiling. Get that going. And then we're going to need, so we're going to need 6 walls. 1, 2, 3, 6. And we'll get those going. All right, next we're going to need a door. Cue that up. And I like having 2 windows on the one side. I'll show you how that goes. I'm going to cue those up. All right. Pardon my butterfingers. All right, we're going to get these going here. And then I'm going to make sure that if so, you see this corner hanging up over here off that base. It shouldn't be a big deal. There shouldn't be any reason for this to collapse. One time, a long time ago, when I was doing this exact same thing here, I had this collapse. I had my little base collapse here. And am I too close? I might be too close. If I am, I'll have to move everything. Anyway, I had the whole thing collapse because, as far as I could figure, because that floor piece was hanging out over the edge there. So now I just stick a pillar underneath there and I don't have to worry about it. Okay, solid wall there, solid wall there, solid wall there. I don't care about that, seeing out there or anything like that. That's where I'm going to put my door. And window, I like these double windows, which I just discovered a few sessions ago. I'm sure they were there, I just never really used them, but now that I've gotten used to using them, I like them. Then there's our cabin. Okay, we're going to grab this door, and we're going to grab these windows. Now, the question I've always had is, if my windows are open with these shutters like that, is anything below there going to take damage in a storm? And I know that if you leave a door open, and say I had a workbench right here, that would be too close, it would get damaged. I got weather coming in. That's pathetic weather. It's probably not going to have any effect. All right. Anyway, I'd like to someday answer that. My other game's on hard mode, so I was curious if I put. I think I'm gonna make a chest in my open world and stick it right under the window and see if that makes a difference. Because I like having the windows open, both for the light during the daytime, or this cool purple pink thing I got going on from the Exotics van. And just so I can see, what's going on outside, what time of day it is, and all that stuff without having to you know, poke my head out the door or so. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and deploy the cot. All right. We are going to go ahead and we're going to take this campfire. And we're just going to keep it out here, away from everything. The campfire can start your walls on fire. It has to be pretty damn close. It has to be like right on it to start it on fire. But you just don't want to screw with it like that. So, oh yeah, I'm going to do this. Stick these in here, and then you'll see I'll just automatically eat these now that they're in here, and keep up with my food. There goes one right there. All right. And the more food you have, the more buffs you fill out. I have 4 stomach spots. The more of those stomach spots you fill out, the more buffs you got going, the better you are, right? So, okay, the next thing we're going to need is, well, we're going to need some animal materials, because what I'm going to need is a workbench. We're just going to need leather. I'm also going to need some arrows, since I don't have any right now. Crafting, so we're going to crafting, and they don't have to be great arrows because I got a great bow. But even then, I mean, if you know, with headshots and everything, if you get your headshots, you'll be all right. That's way more than I need. Probably 40 will get me through the whole thing here. At least that will get me through the whole thing if I don't run into an issue with the first cave I go to. Because what we need for this plan to work is I need copper and I need iron. And that's why we got this guy here. And so what we're going to need is 7 iron, which means we need 14 iron ore. And we're going to need 7 copper, which means we need 14 copper ore. Right, I think I got that recipe right. It doesn't matter. 1 node of each is going to give me more than what I need. But there's been times where I've run to this cave. Actually, just one time where I ran to that cave. It's over this way somewhere. And it didn't have any copper nodes in it, forcing me to run to the next available cave, which is all the way on that mountain face, somewhere up in there. So anyway, where's my? Oh yeah. Oh, that's what I was doing. Now we're ready. We're going to go out and we're going to find an animal, and of course I've got great tracking skills. If I go like this, you can see I can even tell what it is when I'm aiming. They're not great for leather or anything. What I really need is a deer. I don't worry about food or anything. I will grab berries while running past them, or if I see something. You know, pumpkins, you can throw pumpkins on the grill. You're going to need that for heat anyway. Watermelons, go ahead and just snuff that down right away. They don't last long, much like berries. The effects don't last for very long. Nice thing about berries is they stack really high. Oh, I'm out of berries already. They stack really high, so you can keep a huge stack of berries in your food slot there. It's just that horse thing still. Now I'm gonna wolf this time. Not bad for wood, for leather and hide or hair fur. Yeah, wolves are. That's always a problem. If I stand up and I'm not paying attention, you can lose your kill very easy. Then you end up clearing the whole brush for one wolf. It definitely slows things down. Okay. He's probably further ahead than I thought. Oh, okay. Here's another guy right here. Oh, and horse found me. These, to me, are one of the most annoying creatures in this game. Because, they don't give you great returns. And they're just really aggressive. Well, that's actually a really good leather. And I guess not bad in the fur. I don't know if these have been tweaked. I do have a knife that's good, specifically, good at doing this stuff. I got enough for my crafting bench. Let me get that going. We'll go set it down. So you know, maybe I maybe they've tweaked it. Maybe I just got lucky. I don't know. All right. Either way, usually I can just knock a deer or a couple of these little goats here, and that's enough. What I need to do, and then of course there's the deer that would have been prime for what I was looking for. You too can be a great archer. Oh, really? You're gonna give me two of them? Yeah, with a really good bow. The bow helps, and this game is actually really, because there's not a lot of twitch to it, I find it really easy to aim, this game. Alright. Alright, so, come right down here. Like I said, meat's good. Doesn't really cost me anything to just throw this. I mean, it costs wood, obviously. But it's not really a big deal for me to just go ahead and get that stuff going, add that buff. Alright, so I'm just going to deploy that right here. And we've pretty much got everything we need other than our the metals that we're going to need to build that orbital exchange interface. And that's really the key to this whole thing. There's like two stages to this. There's a stage of building and then the stage of extraction. Let me make sure I had that right here too for what I needed. Yeah, 7 copper and 7 iron, and then the 8 rope. I should have. I probably have enough. I don't need that much. Probably enough fiber because I'm using that sickle. It just stacked that stuff up. I'm gonna check and make sure I got enough room to carry what I need to carry, and I do. It's really easy to get overloaded in this game. You know, you're just running around, you're picking stuff up. You're like, oh, I could use that. I could use this. Next thing I'm going to need here. Hey, carrot's another food slot. I'm just going to go ahead and munch one of those down right away. And that's just a raw. It's a raw vegetable, and it's really a lot better if you cook those. Let's see here. Sulfur. Anybody see any sulfur? I know it's too late to tell me if you did, but I'm going to make a torch, and usually there's sulfur if I just follow along here. Usually I'd have found it by now. Let me guess, it was real close in the other direction. I don't know if you saw, but I ran past the cave already. It's just, I'll show you on the map as soon as I get up here. Alright, my stamina down. Used to be in my open world game, and I've got better foods, or even my old open world game where I was up to the real high tier stuff. Here's the cave. I'm just gonna need some. I'm gonna need a torch. I can make a regular torch, but if I could find the sulfur, I can make a lot better torch. All right, I'm not finding it easily enough. I'm not gonna go out of my way. The name of the game here is speed, which equals efficiency. Okay, so I got that torch ready. I'm just going to go down to the cave here. There it is. Go ahead and turn my light on. These don't last long, these cheap ones, these cheap torches, and they don't shed great light, but they will do for this purpose for sure. Alright, get your bow ready. Now usually there is just the 2 of these guys. Don't panic, but if you do take too long killing them and they're gonna spit, when they start to look like they're about to spit at you, the thing to do is to get something like this in between you and them, but that would be really too close. And if you're too close, you're gonna get hit with splash damage anyway. So for that particular one, there's no good place where I could have gotten out of the way. I would just run back out the door. Or if you're beefy enough, you can go ahead and take the hit. Alright, where's my next one here? Lately, there's been exotics in every cave. That's something that certainly has changed since the last time I played this game. Do I only get into the one worm there? One worm? I guess I'm only getting the one worm. Or at least for now, maybe he's going to turn up as soon as I let my guard down. Yeah, these exotics nodes inside the cave they used to be really, really rare. Back when I played before. All right, we're going to get our copper right off the bat. I'm not paying attention to how much I just grabbed. I just know it's enough if I grab one whole boulder. I'm looking over the side. So I got like 27, whatever. That's plenty. Everything I need from this cave right there. All right. Put my knife on. If you wonder why I put my knife on, it's because I have some of those perks I've taken are related to running with a knife. I'm a lot faster if I run with scissors or knives. All right, so don't try that at home. Get some pumpkins. It really doesn't matter anymore because I've done everything I need to do as far as the... Oh, there's my house. As far as the active part of this mission here. All right, so we're going to come in here. And we're just going to go ahead and drop in our iron and our copper. And now we start some waiting game. Go ahead and stick your exotics somewhere to store them. Or hang on to them, it doesn't really matter. We've got some extra stone here. Yeah, go ahead and throw these pumpkins on the grill. Grab some meat. Doesn't really matter. These will cook from left to right. So you see it's cooking meat right now. If I move that to the other side, gotta get both of these. Then after it's finished with this one, it's gonna go ahead and grab that pumpkin next. So just in case you need to shuffle things around, that's what kind of decides what it's gonna cook next. So now it's cooking pumpkin. If I took this meat, and I stick it in front of the pumpkin, then you'll see that after it gets through that, we're back to meat again. Which you can't actually, well, it will because, yeah, we do have something to stack with. But if there's nothing to stack with, it's just going to stop. It'll just clog up, and I really don't care at the moment. The fire will keep going. It'll just stop cooking. Okay, let's go check. And I didn't put any fuel in it. What I should have looked for is a coal node while I was in that cave. It is great to grab some of those. I just got excited that I found everything right away. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and just wait for that smelter. And the last one. And there it is. I'm going to grab those. I'm going to head over here. And Orbital Exchange Board. One of the most useful things in this game, at least once you gotten to a certain point. Grab that guy. And we're just going to go ahead and slap that down out here. Perfect. Come in here. We're going to request some equipment. And now we know that there's an exotics vein. This is when you bring these down. Don't ever bring these down until you've verified that you have a vein to work on. Because these can't be taken back up to the station. Once they're down, they're down. Okay, I'm going to grab those guys. And anything else that you want to grab. If you need to resupply on something. Which, when you're just starting out, I mean, that's always a possibility, you know. Go ahead and grab yourself anything else you're going to need. And then go ahead and hit request. Here comes. All right. Grab that. Now you can only grab one of these at a time because they go in your heavy slot over here. Which means you're basically carrying it on your back. Grab those. And we're going to find out if I built that cabin too close or not. Right about now. What do I do? Oh. Oh no, somehow I screwed up. There. Looks like I left just enough space for it to, you know, sort of fit. All right, let's get this guy going right away, because these are not fast. They're 3.035 per minute. So the last time I ran this, I think it took about 50 minutes to mine the vein out, and I ended up with, oh, I don't know, 300 exotics. So, oh, yeah, just talked about this. So it's time consuming, but you know, a lot of that is walk away from the computer kind of stuff. You're on easy mode. Likely nothing is going to happen here to your stuff. Unless your Steam friends are, you know, jerks. There we go. Throw that in here. And start her up. Alright. The process has begun. Now, I do like to make sure that I'm sending up my sending up all my exotics as they come down. I don't know what I'm doing here today, because if something were to happen, at least, you know, at least these have been taken care of. Is that wolf really gonna walk up on there? You think they'd make them afraid of it? Not gonna throw him when it goes? Come on, go! It did hurt him. Didn't throw him. Is he confused? Yeah, I'm just gonna put him down so I don't have to deal with him. So everything's over there. It's doing its thing. What I will do now is the other cave. Oh, I didn't show you what the first cave is. So the first cave is, it's like right here. It's right up in there. I think it's actually this spot here. It might be that spot, but I think that's the one. So that's the cave that I usually go to. It's the closest. The other cave, I believe, is right here. Maybe here, but I think it's right there. So you can see it's about twice the distance to this cave. However, I'm going to bet that there is an exotics node also in that cave. So while I'm waiting for that to, drill, I'm going to go ahead and be careful running while you're in, you know, arrow cam there. I'm going to go ahead and run to the other one here. All right, there we go. And I'm going to go see if I can find an exotics node in here too. Oh, I guess I could at least grab some coal while I'm here, right? This is a bigger cave, so there's going to be probably more worms in it. He's going to spit. Jumping it is not my recommended tactic, unless you're, you know, just way more agile than me. But apparently it worked that time. All right, do we have an exotics node in here, or was I just the game hear me talking about expecting it and just decided it was gonna not have one this time? Yeah. So out of the last 5 caves or so that I've been in, I would say there has been an exotics node in 4 of those. I think this is the first one in a while. Oh, there's the beehive. This is the first one in a while that did not have an exotics node. Yeah, I don't see one anywhere. They stand out pretty good. All right, heading back. All right, back at camp. I did grab some sulfur along the way. I'm just going to show you. This is the torch you really want. Wood rag torch, regular torch. Wood torch versus wood rag. You know what, this one sounds, because it's got more words, like it would be the better torch. It's not the wood rag torch, you just want the wood torch. So, alright, so I've got one of those. Oh, it's right next to it, okay. So here is the wood rag torch, and here is the wood torch. And you can see the light quality is a lot better. It's less yellow. It goes further, and this torch will last you a long time. All right, let's see where we're at. Yep, getting there. So now you just want to well, you can go hide in your base, go stand sit on top of your base. I put it a little too far away this time. I'm sure I could jump up there if I wanted to, but we're going here. And the reason that I build these this double window is because I can actually empty my extractors from right here inside the base. Just go ahead and stealth out. It's nighttime. I can go ahead and sleep whenever I want. The campfire going on. And the cot there gives me a well-rested buff here with, it's a lot of good stuff. And everything adds up. So, I mean, you can say that's pretty minor, but like I said, everything adds up. And you start really piling on the buffs and making a difference. So, okay. Yeah, let's speed this up. Okay, so that's all full. Yeah, I walked away for a little bit here. Let it fill up. Set an alarm on my phone for 25 minutes. If you just started up, it's 25 minutes. If you, like me, I actually set it for 20 minutes. You can do the math. Set your alarm, come back, empty them out. Those will start running again. And I'm going to request a new pod. As you can see, I'm overloaded at the moment. I've got them all the way down to my 2-bar. Oh, I got a nice close one this time. That helps. All right. There we go. So I ended up with just shy of 200 off that first set there. Oh, so I guess I had a little bit more space. I must have gotten here just in time. I didn't even realize it. Otherwise, I'd have had 2 full stacks. Cool. Almost 2 full stacks. One shy. Come back in here. Actually, I almost forgot my own advice here. We're going to go ahead and send those up. And the reason we're going to send that up right away, and you can see it over on the left-hand side there, exotics delivered, 199. The reason we're sending that up right away is just, again, in case something were to happen to cause us to crash, at least I didn't lose everything, lose all the exotics I find. I'll just go ahead and get myself into place. I already sent those up, right? Yeah, I did. Duck down. Take a look here. And I'm just gonna I can set my alarm for 20 minutes. Likely to be full by then. It could be full. It could be full in 10 minutes. Like we've already hit the minimum, or it could be full any second now. We already hit the minimum for how many you can get out of a vein in this particular this map. On this particular open world mission map. Each vein is 200 to 400 exotics. In other maps, other missions, that can vary. For instance, the open world ones, I believe, are 150 to 300. Now, you can feel free to correct me if I'm wrong there. But I think they're 150 to 300, maybe 150 to 250. It was something like that. They aren't as good as this. These are the best ones right here on this exploration map. I'm sure there's a few others that have matched it. But I know that this one is often going to yield a vein right near where your dropship drops you, making this whole like run out here and mine these situation, really prime. So, all right, let's speed this up and get it finished up. Okay, so I happened to just come back and check it, and looks like Looks like that was it for this one. So we're just going to go through our cleanup exercise now, and we'll be done. Certainly not the best yield I've ever had. I think the last time I did this, I got about 350 something. So not great, but then you get to turn around and do it again. So, you know, obviously the more the better, but not that big a deal. All right, you're just going to drop these out because they're not worth anything anymore. They can't go back up. Of course, if you were going to attempt to find another vein and do that again, you would keep those around. Oh yeah, inventory full. Though I don't even know if there's another one in this particular mission. Some missions only have one node or one vein, so it might not even have it. All right, let's get a pod down here. And let's go ahead and start grabbing your gear. It doesn't really matter if you grab the contents or anything, because those are all garbage now anyway. Don't forget your campfire. Alright. Always make sure you grab everything that you came down with. Other than, like I said, those batteries can't go back up. Stuff out of the way. Alright, so only another 25, so we got, or 24. So we ended up with 223 from the vein, plus whatever it was, 40 something, or 30 something maybe, from the node inside the cave. All in all, not terrible. Not terrible. I've been asked before if you need to take your equipment and put it into the ship. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. Grab this. Should be the last item I needed here. Or into the pod, I should say. So, there we go. Now, I could just put this in the drop pod and launch it up too. I don't have to. Like, there's probably enough room in my drop pod. But I like to get those exotics and the miners and everything up. Not risk anything crashing and messing them up. So, I'm just sending those up. And then I'm going to go ahead and mark that and head on down to my pod, my drop pod. Really? But I'm trying to record a video here. Okay, so what I'm talking about is you know, some people think you have to take your gear here and drop it into the dropship cargo in order for it to make it down there. You don't even have to take the stuff out of your inventory. Whatever you've got. See, I didn't have to put that in there. Whatever you've got on you is going up with you, unless it's crafted on the planet. Only station gear can come back up. With the exception, of course, of battery. Hydrazine, I don't believe can come back up with you. And the last time I tried to send those fuel canisters, the biofuel canisters, back up, they didn't make it either. And I'm thinking that's a glitch because I thought they used to be able to come back up with you. Maybe I'll test that in a bit here. Maybe next video or something. So, anyway, if you could, you know, like the video if you found it useful. A sub would be great. Your subs really help me keep the channel going. And if you really want to know when these videos come out, hit that notification bell and you'll get notified as soon as I drop a new video, which I'm trying to do about once a week, with some shorts in between and maybe a you know, another long form like this one that's more educational, along with my usual Let's Play style content. So, all right, with that, Benny out.